Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance to Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this video presentation. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I would like to share an article with you that I wrote several days ago. The article's title is Are You Living Your Truth? In this article, I present a series of questions that have helped me to answer what is my truth. To read the article, I'll put my glasses on and bring up the article. I want to thank you for your time. Here's the article. Are you living your truth? Hello and welcome back to Second Chance to Live, my friend. I'm happy to have you around my table. Over the past 2 days, I wrote a two-part article. What is Second Chance to Live? The two images that were used were puzzle pieces with the caption, Finding What Works Best for You. Through my process, and for many years, I attempted to fit into a truth that other people wanted me to own. In essence, I attempted to use what other people were leading me to believe would work best for me. After many years of attempting to fit into that truth for me, I found myself frustrated and bewildered. So I tried all the harder until I began to realize that as an individual living with a brain injury and an invisible disability, I could not fit into someone else's truth for me. With this realization, I became aware that although that was truth for other people, it was a lie for me. The truth worked for other people, but did not work for me. Realizing that the truth did not work for me helped me to be aware. My awareness helped me to stop beating up on myself for not being able to own their truth for me. My awareness helped me to find a freedom to realize that although I could not own their truth, I could find and own my truth. Not that their truth was a lie, but their truth was not my truth. The truth being that I could learn how to use my gifts, talents, and abilities in ways that would work for me. The truth that I could own for myself. With this realization, I began to understand the difference between what was the truth and what was a lie for me. What worked for other people was the truth for them, but not the truth for me. With my awareness, I began to understand that I needed to find my own truth. I also needed to understand that no one could define my truth for me, what would work best for me. What I also began to understand was that I was the only one who could create with my truth. What I discovered was that only I could discover and live my truth. And I discovered that finding my truth took time. Time, effort, trial, and error, persistence, and tenacity. Time, effort, trial, and error, persistence, and tenacity before I could own, create, and live my truth. As you read this article, you may be asking yourself, am I living my truth? Several questions that I needed to ask myself to answer, am I living my truth, are below. These questions may help you to answer the question, am I living my truth? Truth in the context of these questions is how we can use what we are able to do now in ways that work for us. Here are the questions. There are 14 of them. Am I waiting for someone to define my truth? Am I waiting for someone to tell me what to do? Have I been living someone else's truth? Is that truth working for me? Is that truth leaving me frustrated with my life? Does that truth leave me feeling out of place, like a fish out of water? If there was nothing holding me back, what would I love to do with my life? What is my truth, and how can I live my truth? Have I looked for a way or ways to live my truth? What is keeping me from pursuing my truth? How can I use my truth to live my life and follow my dreams? How can I use my gifts, talents, and abilities in ways that will work for me? Am I committed to finding ways to use my gifts, talents, and abilities in ways that work for me? How can I use my gifts, talents, and abilities to live my truth? That's the end of the questions. For many years, I had no idea that I was living a lie. Not that the truth was a lie, but that the truth was a lie for me. I am glad that I reached a point in my life, when I realized I was struggling unsuccessfully to make work what was not meant to work for me, trying to make another person's truth work for me. In the event that you also find yourself asking the question, am I living my truth? I would encourage you to sit down and answer the questions I asked myself. And as you answer the questions, answer them as though nothing is holding you back, as though nothing is holding you back from living your truth. This is the end of the article. I want to thank you again for listening and watching this presentation. Please share it with anybody that you think could benefit. Before I go, let me encourage you with this. Please do not give up on yourself, a loving God, or your process, because more will be revealed to you and to me in time. The pieces of the puzzle will come together in the correct order and at the right time. I'll say so long for now. God bless both you and your family. Thank you again for your time. Bye now.